Hey everyone, how's it going? Uh, I guess this is my why. For those of you who don't know me, which is most of you, though there's a handful that do, my name's Aaron, and I've been a part of the DDPY community for a little over a year and a half. Heard about it before, but really got on board with it, I said, a year and a half ago, even though I fell off the wagon at one point. So a little bit of background about me. When I was in my 20s, much like everyone else, I was invincible. I worked in a steel plant as a material handler, so operating cranes and forklifts. Except back then, I didn't need them. At least that's what I thought. So I spent a good chunk of my time carrying materials, up to 300 pounds, and jumping off trucks, talking 6 feet, off the ground. And always got warned by the drivers, you're going to hurt your back, something's going to happen. Like, ah, man, I'm 20, I'm invincible. Um, a few years later, I started really experiencing some back pain. It was after I left that, started doing other work. It got to the point I couldn't even get dressed. Just excruciating pain. Anyone that's ever had back problems, well, then you know what that's all about. Big part of that for me is after a few years, when I was in my 30s, so early 30s, when I turned 30, I guess, I finally went and saw a specialist and found out my back was broken. I should have been in a wheelchair. Didn't realize how severe it actually was. I pushed through the pain every day, and it wasn't so much pushing through the pain, it was drinking the pain away. Very, very difficult to even say that. I can't believe how bad it got. And it was a normal thing. Anybody that has dealt with alcoholism knows that you think it's normal. People around you see it, they think it's normal as well. They don't think it's normal, you think it's normal. And, you don't realize the damage you're doing not only to yourself, but to your relationships and your family. So that is a big part of my why is giving that up. A lot more happened since then. I did have spinal surgery. Didn't help. It actually sent me further down that spiral, and I started drinking a lot more. To the point I was drinking, up to 12 or 18 tall boys a day. And if anybody knows what a tall boy is, especially here in Canada, drinking real beer at, 5.5%, I'd be drinking up to 18 regular beers a day. Again, thought it was normal. The only time I was sober was when I was at work. The second I'd get in my car, half the time I'd have a traveler. I'd have a half-hour drive. I'd pound back 3 or 4. Not proud of that. Definitely not proud of that. Started cutting back. And, I really got on board with DDPY again back in October. I stopped doing it. I got injured. And it was October of 2021 that really pushed me back into doing it. Seeing what I was doing to myself, I stepped on the scale, and as soon as I was 253 at 5'8", and I was always a pretty big guy, muscular, but this wasn't by any means. And if anybody's seen my before posts and pictures, then you can see that. The beer gut took over, and there was nowhere for it to go except down. So once I started really realizing that and embracing it, I started working out every day again. The problem was I was still drinking while I was doing the workouts. So that didn't stop. Wasn't until December that I got sick, and you guessed it, with COVID. Once I got COVID, that's what really pushed me to stop drinking. I didn't want it. Which, thank goodness for that, because, that was, it was only 3 weeks ago. But in 3 weeks, I haven't touched a drop of alcohol. I still have a full case of beer here that I got for Christmas, and I look at it every day. And I'm thankful that I have not touched it and gotten into it. And I've had people say, pour it down the drain, and I won't do it. Because when I look at that, that is my conviction to keep going. Everybody wants to do this for their family, and a big part of that is for my family, absolutely. The bigger part is for myself, and it might sound selfish, and it probably is. But if I'm not taking care of myself and I'm not here for them, then I'm not there if I'm not taking care of myself, I'm not there for them. Sorry, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not good at this kind of stuff, but I'm trying. I really am. So as much as it is, physically, like, yeah, my goal is I want to get down to 190 pounds. In my prime, I was between 180, 200, ripped, jacked. Don't necessarily care about that. Again, I want to be here for my family and I want to continue sobriety because I can't believe after 3 weeks the effects it's already had on my body. I'm sleeping better. I'm thinking better. My stomach is all but gone. I will keep that, a nice little picture surprise for a few weeks from now. But the other big thing is that if I can do this after years of doing this, and I've had a big inspiration, Jeremy Landry, thanks, buddy. It was, a big part watching your video and watching your story, connecting with you and having, the few brief chats that we've had, certainly really helped me to keep going with this. And I plan to keep going with it. It's one day at a time. And that's for anybody. This is not easy, guys. If it was easy, everybody'd be doing it, right? And that goes for everything. And I wish everyone the best of luck in their journey that is to come. These 6 months are going to be tough, right? And they should be tough. Again, if it's easy, everybody would be doing it. Um, so I don't have too much else to say. I think I've already passed my limit. Sorry, Nadia. Sorry, Pat. Sorry, Dallas. But I thought it was important to share, and I'm really glad I did. I'm doing this in one take. I want it to be genuine and honest, and I am not going to redo it. So hopefully you guys get something out of this. Again, one day at a time. Take care of yourself.